Thank you for tuning in to Watching the World podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the material. Today I have some very disturbing news to share with my subscribers. Yesterday morning I woke up to an email from a young brother. He said he just left Bethel, Wallkill, Bethel, because he was being raped by a Bethelite. Now, the first thing I want to say is that I encourage him to contact the police ASAP. After covering the case of Lloyd Evans and people coming forward with Marco and Becca, I must say I'm very skeptical about people and their claims. I've even seen people create fake emails. In this particular case, the young brother gave me the name and the department where this brother that raped him worked. Here on Watching the World, I like to build trust with my subscribers. Therefore, I'm going to share with you some of the information without revealing his identity. Notice what he says in the first contact. He says, "Hey, I was raped at Wallkill, Bethel. The guy is still there. He told me his next suspect." Notice what he says, "Just wanted to say thank you for your Bethel videos. It really brought memories." He also said, "Bethel is very dark and the Jehovah Witnesses aren't notified about it, which is sad." And then again, another email, he says, "Which is dangerous for a lot of young people being told on broadcast to come to." Wow. This story is very sad, although it's not surprising after serving 10 years at Bethel. When I first arrived at Bethel, I heard it through the grapevine about booty bargaining, and I thought it was a joke. Let me break it down for you. Imagine this. You arrive at Bethel, you receive $90 a month, right? Now, sometimes for dinner, they have meals that are absurd. Like, for instance, sometimes you just have a little salad with all sorts of things in it. You might have some little bread or tuna. I don't know what they be having, right? So on those days, you would have to really go to the commissary and buy Hot Pockets or get you some ham and cheese, whatever. When you arrive at Bethel, they give you a 5-digit number, and you use that number to purchase things out of the commissary. Now, I told you before, at Bethel, they mark up those items to make a profit, so you're not paying wholesale for the goods. I remember we used to buy those Newman's lemonades that were so good. But if you keep buying a lot of Newman's lemonades and a lot of Hot Pockets and buying milk, cheese, bologna, ham, it adds up within a month, and that money comes out of your next month's $90. Now, during my 10 years at Bethel, the $90 a month went up to, I believe, $120. I don't know where it is now, but it actually gets worse. Let me demonstrate. When I first came to Bethel, you had to pay for air conditioning. So to get a portable unit to go into the window, I think you had to pay $60 a year, something like that. I don't recall the exact amount. I know it had a 6 in it. If you had a car like I did, you have to pay car insurance, and my car insurance was about $34 a month at that time. So you see how your $90 goes out the window? At Bethel, they have a gas pump, and guess what? They mark up the gas too. They're probably worse than Exxon. I'm just joking. But anyway, the gas you take out of the pump, that gets deducted from your $90 a month. If you didn't own a car, you would have to pay the driver, whoever goes to the meeting, I think it was maybe $3 each way. So that's $6 per trip. It adds up. If you go to the airport to go home, you'd have to pay, I think it was $20 each way or something like that. I don't know what it is now. If you were in Brooklyn and you have to catch the subway, then you're paying for those trips. All that comes out of your $90 a month. So at the end of the month, if you owe the society money because you bought too much peanut butter and jelly, too much tea or lemonade or too much fuel, then you're in hot water. And if you let that balance go on for a while, they're going to send two brothers to talk to you. Those two brothers are going to read you scriptures about don't be owing, let your yes mean yes, your no mean no. You see what I'm saying? So if you love Bethel and you don't want to leave, then you're going to try to figure out ways to make money so that you don't be in the red. Now you can go back and watch some of my videos. I've already showed you at least a brother that was gay at Bethel for an extended period of time until he was caught trying to molest a 12-year-old in the local territory. So a brother like that would see a young Bethelite struggling, and if he's gay, he's going to try to persuade the brother to do some booty bargaining. Now remember, Lord Evans just interviewed a brother that left Bethel that was gay. And I'm not saying that he was guilty of any of these things. I'm just saying that there are gay brothers at Bethel. Every day on the channel, I get someone trolling, or I get Jehovah's Witnesses that say, oh, we don't even believe you were a Bethelite. So that's why when I make these videos, I like to show a lot of proof. And here is my Bethel statement that you receive every month. Notice that it says Religious Order of Jehovah's Witnesses. I learned the hard way what that means. When Jehovah's Witnesses communicate about religious things, updates, they say, oh, Bethel family, right? But when it's documents pertaining to your working relationship, the documents always say Religious Order of Jehovah's Witnesses. You know why? Because as a religious order in the state of New York, you do not have to pay workman's comp. And so if a person gets hurt while at Bethel, there's no recourse because it's a religious order. They just send you behind home. Facts. Let me give you an example. We had a waiter working at Wallkill, and he got bleach in his eye. Really bad situation. They had him out of there in 2 weeks. They sent him back home to his mother. So here's one of my monthly statements for the month of June. I'd have to make a correction. I said that my stipend went up from 90 to 120. No, it went to 113. As you can see here, this is the credit for the stipend or the reimbursement, as they say. My telephone bill was $38. Looks like you're paying by the minute. In the commissary that I mentioned, I spent $3 on one day. I went back for another $3. Must have been that lemonade. Anyway, you could tell by the pricing that there's some markup definitely going on. When you go to Walmart, you don't see these type of prices, even when you buy multiple items. Notice this, that basically within the month of June, I spent my stipend amount on fuel, 87 octane. When they assign you to your congregations, usually they'll send you out between 30 minutes to an hour. So that requires a lot of traveling just to get to your congregation. So it says at the bottom of the form, if payment is due, please use the intranet for the electronic transfer for your direct deposit account or make a check payable to the Religious Order of Jehovah's Witnesses. Again. Folks, let me show you how Charles Taze Russell was a genius and why Jehovah's Witnesses are probably worth $40 billion. Let's take the month of June for an example. I'm one Bethelite working 5 weeks in June, 40 hours a week plus 4 hours on Saturday. That's 216 hours a month for $113. That's 52 cents an hour. Whew, Lord have mercy. That's 52 cents an hour. That's beyond slavery. You can only imagine how I felt when I found out that this was a false religion. Jehovah's Witnesses are so clever that they make you feel excited like it's a privilege to become a slave and give away 10 years of your life. I have about 30 ex-Bethelites that I keep in contact with, and they're so bitter. Jehovah's Witnesses destroy lives. Getting back to the brother that just contacted me, my heart goes out to him, but I'm not surprised. I've seen it all. As that brother mentioned in his emails, when you watch JW broadcasting, they make you feel like you're going to a spiritual paradise. The food is great. Life is great. The brothers are going to love you. They don't tell you about the dark side. And they don't tell you how easily it is for them to cast you away. And they don't care that your family will be separated from you. They say, hey, that's the cost of doing business. Casualties of war. Jehovah's Witnesses leave behind a lot of collateral damage. Remember how the Jehovah's Witnesses joined the United Nations? Well, I'm happy to tell you that the United Nations is currently investigating, and that's all I can say for now. But many changes are coming. I can feel it in the air. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the material.